Striker Scorpion 82 is now sponsored by Warhammer Combat Cards, a card battle game featuring your favourite Citadel miniatures from the 40k universe. Build your army decks, dominate opponents in player versus player action, collect and upgrade cards to fit your strategy, improve their power and unlock unique traits. Choose from all 40k factions, take part in campaigns based on iconic 40k battles, rise to the top of the leaderboard and win glory. Free to download and play, link is in the video description below or on the channel homepage, and by using the unique link it helps support the channel. Thanks and enjoy the game. Right, welcome to this update video for the channel and for the Plus channel as well. I just want to roll it all into one, just to give you an idea of what's going on, what to expect on the channel. And I've made this update video here because there's been some developments going on, so I didn't want to leave it for a while. Some announcements to make, some good stuff going on with the channel, and so I've done another update for you here, just to give you an idea of what's to come. So, usually update all the factions. Not too much has changed with those, but what you could do now with the new tab, it's over on the Plus channel, so strikingscorpion82plus.tv. If you head over to that website, there is a number of tabs across the top of the website. One of those is a tab that says League. You can click on that. You don't have to sign up or join up to the Plus channel. Everyone has access to that, and that gives you first of all gives you a list of all of the armies and their current status, ones that are sort of halfway there, finishing touches, battle ready. That's all the armies that I have and all of the other guys that appear on the channel as well. So if you want to check out and see which armies are available, which ones are on their way, then check out the League tab over on the Plus channel. That'll give you the update, and that's freshly updated, so that is up to date with the status of all the factions. Most factions now are battle ready, so up to 2,000 points, chapter approved 2019, and starting to see them appearing in our season battle reports. Some armies a little way to go, others sort of halfway there, and then there's a couple of armies that I'm sort of just in the very early stages with. So that's all covered on the League tab over on the Plus channel. So that gives you an idea. That'll give you an idea of what's going on with the different factions. So first announcement then is, probably most of you aware, but James and myself, so I'm Luke Barker, then there's James Barker. We are both brothers and we've been playing 40k together for a long time. A good rivalry between us, and you know, James runs, if you're familiar with the channel, he runs the Astra Militarum, a vast collection that he has of those, and then he also has a big collection of Ultramarines as well. James has done his own channel, and he sort of left it for a while, taking a break from it, but I've been trying to encourage him. I put out a community post, a poll asking people if they wanted to see content from James, and it was a massive response. Loads of comments saying, you know, get James on board and trying to get him to produce some more content. So I've been in negotiation with him, trying to figure out how we can go about doing this, and so James has agreed to start producing content for here on YouTube, over on the Plus channel as well, and also he's going to reinvest into his own YouTube channel as well. So it's good news all round for everybody. So I'm going to give you some details about that now. And then just, it's good because there is a gap on the channel. I collect a vast array of different armies. You know, I've got Chaos Space Marines, Imperial armies, a good representation of Xenos stuff, but James is one of those hardcore Imperial players, so he says, but he's very zealous for the Emperor, so he's very fixated on his Ultramarines collection, and then also his Astra Militarum. So that's what he specialises in, so we're hoping to see some more content for those two factions, and it'd be good because they're massive factions in 40k, perhaps the two biggest, Space Marines and Imperial Guard, so it'd be good to have those having some better coverage, and I think James is going to be the best person to do that, so we're looking forward to seeing the content that he has lined up for us. So that's James. If you watch some of our games, the Astra Militarum games, the Space Marines games, James is the guy that does the zealous chanting. You have to sometimes take your headphones off before he chants for the Emperor, but that's James, and so he's going to zealously put some content for us together. So the first way to see the content is over on his channel, JB Wargamer 87. There's a link for it in the video description below, and there'll be a tab, a link for it over on the channel here, on the channel homepage, with JB Wargamer 87. So check him out, give him a subscription, keep a lookout for the content that he produces over there. Then he's going to produce content for Striker Scorpion 82 YouTube channel, and I've given him his own tab, his own playlist, where you'll be able to see his content. So if you scroll down on the channel homepage, you'll see I've called it the James Zone. It may turn into something else, but it just so that you know it's James's content. So that's going to specifically be Astra Militarum and Space Marines, and Ultramarines in particular. So here on YouTube, I wanted to do, like I do, complete army videos where you run through the entire list, showcase all the models, build up the list, talk about tactics. James hopefully will start producing some of those, again, for Astra Militarum and for the Ultramarines. So, great, massive gap there. It'd be great to have James cover that. Possibly some battle reports, but I think most of those that he does specifically, and very strong on narrative for James's stuff, that'll be over on his channel, JB Wargamer 87. And then painting tutorials. Astra Militarum are covered pretty well. There's already an Astra Militarum painting tutorial here on YouTube, and that is for the colour scheme that you see at the moment for James's army. And quite recently I did an in-depth painting tutorial. A lot of people asking for a Lehman Russ battle tank to be painted up, so that's done. That's over on the Plus channel, so that's covered. We don't have any painting tutorials for the Ultramarines, and so I'm hoping that James will be able to produce some. He's working on one at the moment, actually, painting tutorials for the Ultramarines, and that'll be the usual format. So a regular painting tutorial for everyone here on YouTube, and then on the Plus channel, I'm hoping he's going to do an in-depth painting tutorial, perhaps on one of the larger vehicles, and I'll show you all the weathering techniques that he does, chipping effects, which he has his own way of doing, transfers, battle damage, and so on, will all be covered in that more in-depth painting tutorial on the Plus channel. And then here on YouTube, on my channel here, the odd unique videos. I've got some really exciting ideas lined up. As you're watching this video now, there should be a new video from him just released here on my channel. It's an Aeronautica video, but he's showcasing, he's just finished a fleet of aircraft, again for his Astra Militarum. The paint job on those is incredible, the detail, and he's fully magnetized the whole lot, all the little bombs and so on. So amazing video. I've had a watch of it, and it's an incredible work that he's done, so you can check that out as he showcases his new collection for Aeronautica and all the details in that video. It'd be great to give James a bit of support and to encourage him as he starts to produce some more content for us. And he's filling a void here for the Ultramarines and the Astra Militarum on the channel. So then, for the Plus channel subscribers, army development videos. So again, it's been a gaping hole for a while. Haven't done Astra Militarum army development or for the Ultramarines, so hopefully James will cover that for us. In-depth painting tutorials, which I've already mentioned, there for us as well, and perhaps some kind of battle reports. We'll see how things go. The idea of the Plus channel, this will be bonus content. It's not going to replace any of the content that I do, as I'm going to keep out the same amount of content as frequent, and then James's stuff's just going to be added on top of that. So it's just going to create more content, more value to the Plus channel as well. So all in all, excited about that. It's a great variety of stuff. James's channel over there, there is a good amount of content already up and running, plus the new stuff to come. He's got a lot of X-Wing games. If you're into X-Wing, then check out his battle reports that he's done with those. He's got his own unique battle reports, including a huge 20,000 point 8th edition Apocalypse battle report that was filmed at SSWG Wargames Club. Massive game. He's got his own narrative Astra Militarum battle reports as well. He's done a load of videos for magnetizing, so if you're into magnetizing, want some tips and tricks on that and all the details, James is very into his detail, how he does stuff. That's covered. He's got a load of, he's got a playlist for all of them. And then what's unique is James has done a review of all of the rule books for 40k. So Rogue Trader, 1st edition, all the way through his 8th edition, every book covered as James goes through. I think that's fascinating to do that. But James has searched through all of those books, got a hold of them, and he's done reviews there. So some very unique stuff on his channel. James is into aeronautica. There's a load of content there on his channel for that. If we do start to diversify and go into some other specialist games, then I think that's going to be going on to James's channel. So it's a channel that's worth keeping an eye on to see what content comes out over on JB Wargamer 87. So that's that update there. The second update is a series that I'm planning to produce for the Plus channel. I think I'm going to call it the Big Push, something like that. The idea behind this is to give a push to some of the factions that I've barely started or only in the early stages, and it's a push, a drive to try and get them onto the channel, get them painted up and get them complete. And so the incentive to do that is to play a series of games as the armies build up. So for me, my two factions, I'm really going to try and push on this series and to get them built up to 2,000 points and finished will be Secret Army number 2, which if you're on the Plus channel you know what faction that is, and then also the Harlequins as well. Still cannot wait to get those onto the tabletop, and so I need some kind of push to get to make progress with them. So I'm going to aim for what we'll do is, and as a treat really for everyone on the Plus channel, some early access, we're going to film a series of battle reports as those two armies grow, and then when they reach 2,000 points then we'll see them here on YouTube. But if you can't wait for that, then keep a lookout for that series on the Plus channel. So Secret Army number 2, I'm already at about 500 points for that, but the first game I want to play for this series will be 1,000 points. I'm going to try and aim to get 1,000 points of Secret Army number 2 done, and 1,000 points of Harlequins, play some games with them. Then the next level up with 1,500 points, and then we'll celebrate and have a 2,000 point game as well when these armies are complete. But we really want to drive and push to get those two armies done. Tom Covia likes the idea. He's going to try and push to get one of his new factions up and running as well. So hopefully there'll be quite a feature on the Plus channel. And there's a lot of, I think most people in the hobby are like that. They've got armies that have been on standby for ages, or unassembled models, or models that have been assembled and not done, and it's an army you really like, but you just need that push to try and get them done. And so that's the idea behind that series, and it should be enjoyable as we go on, building the armies up, playing some games with them, which one of the best motivations you can have is to actually play with an army, use an army, and it really fires you up to paint up more stuff and to add to the collection. So that's the idea behind that series. Perhaps I'm going to call it the Big Push. We'll see what happens, but that's the idea, and that will be unique to the Plus channel. So other than that, just to say a big thank you to everyone's support and continuing to watch the videos. Big shout out to those who are supporters on the Patreon page. So at gold level, that's Marcus Anthony, Paul Cook, Nicholas Lucas, Alex Stillwell, Andrew Swan, Luke Schwengel, and others that have supported as well. And then in the end credits of the main videos, you'll see those supporting at silver level. Also, and thanks also to those supporting at bronze. During the current situation, the support on Patreon hasn't eased off, which has been amazing, and 100% of what people give on the Patreon page goes to my local Wargames club, SSWG. So just a thank you to them for the use of all their terrain and their boards, and it really helps make a difference for the battle reports that we produce. So they use that to stock up on more materials to create new and exciting projects for future games, then we can use that terrain in our games. So thanks to everyone supporting the Striker Scorpion 82 Patreon page. And if you want to support, and check out that page, there's a link for it in the video description below or on the channel homepage. And as I said, all the proceeds go to the local Wargames club, SSWG. They have a website, sswg.co.uk, and you can get an idea of what they get up to and the different gaming systems that they use. And if you find yourself in the southeast of England, in Essex, near Southend, then you can, it's not at the moment because it's shut, sadly, but hopefully when this whole crisis blows over, you'll be able to pop in for a visit and even play some games at SSWG Wargames Club. Because I was worried about SSWG, and the same for many Wargames clubs, indeed across the world. You know, they're shut down with the current situation, but from what I hear, they're doing okay, and it's a big thank you to all the Patron supporters. So that's the update then, just to give you an idea of what to expect. Check out the League tab over on the Plus channel. That's going to give you an idea of all the factions, their current status, where they are in the league. It gives you the results of all of the fixtures that have been played. Roughly playing half the games on YouTube, half the games on the Plus channel for the full Season 8 battle reports. But everyone's got access to that League tab, so you can check that out to see all the latest results and the status of all the different armies. Check out James's channel, so it's JB Wargamer 87. Subscribe to that for all of his content, some very unique stuff on there. Plus channel subscribers, keep a lookout for James there as well. And then here on Striker Scorpion 82, James will have his own slot with some videos being uploaded on this channel as well. And then again, for the Plus channel subscribers, the Big Push series hopefully coming soon. Secret Project number 2. And really, one of the reasons I want to get Secret Project number 2 finished, well, there's two reasons. First reason is that it's a fantastic army, and one of the unique models is just really, really good. From Forge, well, I can't say any more than that. And so once the army's finished, I can then go on to Secret Project number 3, which I've already got lined up. So get Project number 2 done, and then I can announce Secret Project number 3. And then the Harlequins as well. A dazzling, amazing, beautiful army, quite neglected. Not many bad reports of them, not as popular a faction, but some of the most incredible models. It'd be great to see those at 2,000 points, and all the content that goes with it, you know, painting tutorials and army videos and Tactica and so on for the Harlequins. So that's the update then. Subscribe to both channels, and then if you want to be reminded about content, hit the bell button for notifications so that when new videos come along, you're notified straight away the moment they go live. But that's the update. Keep a lookout for more content on the channel and on James's channel. Thanks for watching, and tune in next time.